All right, good morning, September 18th, a little after 10. So it's decision day on some of these swarm catches. So this one's 8. This was the second to last, caught at the same location as 4. Wasn't that big. This one also didn't move in, if I'm correct. I had to put this one in myself. Anyways, it's kind of been limping along, acting weird. It had a second deep. That box on top is not. That's a feeder shim. That's just an empty box and a feeder underneath it. So it had a second deep and that feeder for over a month, but just not much activity at the door. They're pouring out right now because they just got a treatment, oxalic acid. But so yeah, not much going on with them, and I've been concerned. And I went in today because again, today is decision day to try and figure out what we're going to do with them as far as the winter. That's what they did in the second box. And they worked one side of a foundation. You can see the rest completely empty. So a little disappointing. I thought they would have done better, but you can't let them sit with that above their head over the winter. It's an open void. It's no use to them, and it'll kill them. They can't manage that space. So shook all the bees down, put them in the bottom. They still have about a half a frame still to draw out, which I put on the edge. I don't think they're even going to get to it. But every swarm, every colony is different. Some draw a comb better than others, and some store better than others, and some are more aggressive. I mean, you just got everything under the sun. But this one's going in the winter as a single. And there's nothing I can do about it, but we'll keep feeding them. They are still taking down 1.5 liters every 2 days, and they're probably doing it quicker than that. So anyways, another one for decision day. This is 3. This is the most recent catch. Again, they just had a treatment, oxalic acid. At this one I thought, well, maybe I could give them a second deep and have them draw it out. And to be honest with you, I'm still second guessing that, but given the date and the fact that they would have to draw out 8 frames, I don't think it's going to happen. So they're going to go into winter as a single deep configuration also. That second box again is just a feeder shim, empty box, shields my feeders from the outside world, from the sun, from the wasp, from other bees. But yeah, so we got 2. That's the decision. 2 are going to go into winter as singles. Everybody else seems to be doing really good. These honey supers are coming off probably next weekend. It's not going to be as good of a fall crop as I thought. It'll be good enough though, but we with this one we'll have extracted 3 times this year, so we try to capture the seasons and the flows and keep the varieties. So anyways, that's about it. Oxalic acid for the ones that don't have honey supers. So 8, 3, and 5. I'm guessing the reason why 5 doesn't have the population at the front, although they did when I stopped the treatment, is they actually have a second deep that they can all pour into. I treat from the back. I drill holes in my bottom board, and then I plug them with a golf tee, but there's where I treat from. So everything goes up. I've actually heard that treating from the top is better because the crystals are heavy and they tend to sink, so they don't go up that well, and they'll go down much easier. Something to think about, but this is how I'm set up for now. So you can see all of them got their tees in there, ready to go. I use a Low Rob Bees vaporizer. I'm very happy with it. Good customer service. Rob's a great guy. Someone you can actually talk to. You order a product and you can actually talk to somebody. Not only can you talk to somebody, you can talk to the owner. Very approachable guy, super nice. So Low Rod Bees vaporizer. I'll probably do a video on that at some point when we start treating all of these. Once those honey supers come off, everybody goes on the oxalic acid. Funny thing about 3, late season catch, although, I mean, obviously, we know that there's newborn this week. You can just look at the outside there. They probably, once this next couple cycles of brood hatch, are already ready to go into winter. That thing is heavy. 8, not so much. And they had over a month longer to figure things out. So, I don't know. They definitely didn't do as well. And as far as going in here, you know, I went into all these ones that needed a decision, 8, 3, and 5. Did I go in and check and make sure they're queen right? Nope. I didn't look. I didn't even, honestly, if I saw a brood, that was great. But what's it matter? It's the middle of September. If they're not queen right, well, then I guess I have more bait comb frames for next year for my swarm traps, because their swarms, they're not getting a queen. I don't have a queen. I'm not going to buy a queen. They're going to make it with my help, or they're not going to make it. So I didn't go in here and check if they're queen right. At this point, I'm not going to probably check if any of these are queen right. You know, what does it matter? It doesn't matter anything at this point. It's time to go into winter, and if they're not right, they're not right. We'll address it later. They're not going to get any resources. So I know it sounds brutal, but it's a fact. I'm not going to pull from another. You know, for instance, 8. Could they use a frame? Sure. Could I take it from any of these tall ones? Even 5 over there? Heck, I could probably take it from 3 and they'd draw out another one, considering how quick they're drawing it out. But no, they're not going to take from a hive that's thriving to give to a hive or a colony that's struggling colony. So it's just not going to happen. I don't think it's good management. I don't think it's fair to the one that you're taking it from. And there might be something more wrong with the one you're giving it to than just what's on the surface and what you're seeing. So, my opinion, don't bother. Survival of the fittest. It's probably not the type of bees that you want to keep around forever anyways. They're probably not going to make it. Focus on the healthy, breed from there, split from there. Unless I saw something great come out of 8 next spring, I wouldn't split from that. They don't know how to draw a comb. So anyways, that's the update for today. Everything's pretty good. I just can't believe 3. That is absolutely crazy. They just had babies on the 16th or the 17th this week, and that thing is full. Oh, if I had drawn comb, they'd get a second, but I don't. This is what I got. I got 2 drawn cones I could add to that, but this empty box, that's not going to do anybody any good. So anyways, I appreciate you watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and we'll keep you updated, and we'll keep you posted on how we're planning for next year. So thank you.